Well, Deadpool 3 appears to be setting it all up. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about the new Wolverine details for the upcoming Deadpool sequel and why it appears to be so important to the future of the MCU and very specifically Secret Wars. Now, before we do that though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, don't forget that merch shelf. It's a great way to help out this channel. Well, it seems pretty clear to everybody that Deadpool 3 is not going to meet that May 2024 release date, but some new details about the movie, well, have me pretty intrigued and excited about the potential for this project. Now, let's be fair, at this point, there are so many rumors surrounding the R-rated threequel that they are becoming harder and harder to sort out. Given the writer's strike, the time for rewrites, and all the changes, we want to take everything with a grain of salt. This report actually comes from my time to shine hello, but I want everybody to fully understand that none of this has been confirmed, and with so many rumors going on, I do suspect pieces of many of them are true, but none of them are 100% true. Also consider some of this could be spoiler material, so you've been warned there. They're rumors, nothing's been confirmed, but if it turns out to be true, it's 100% a spoiler. Now, we've been hearing for a long time that Deadpool 3 is going to involve the TVA, which makes a lot of sense considering the time-traveling shenanigans that Deadpool 2 left us with. Now, the question has been, how does all this tie together? And it truly does appear, based on the most recent report, that Deadpool 3 really is indeed setting up the massive Secret Wars event more so than any other film in production. Now, recently, My Time to Shine Hello posted a tweet and said that Deadpool 3 is about the TVA picking up the prime versions of each character to create somewhat of a multiverse army to take on the gangs. Apparently, in the film, they pick Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, but in typical grumpy Wolverine fashion, he's not on board. You remember how recruitable he was initially for the X-Men. Now, this does give us some insight into the potential future for that version of Logan in the MCU, because we have heard reports that he will be part of Secret Wars. It also seems like we might be getting somewhat of a live-action version of the Guardians of the Multiverse, which we first encountered in What If, giving us these prime version of the heroes, which might ultimately populate this new Marvel universe that we're hearing about post-Secret Wars. Now, that word prime is going to be big, because these prime versions of each character, well, they're going to be the ones the movie focuses on, and one of the ones we did get some clarification on was Peter Parker, which apparently will be the Tom Holland version of Spider-Man. Now, this leaves the door open for any and every version of any Marvel character to potentially appear. So there's reports of a Taylor Swift Dazzler. That could totally happen. This would be pretty huge for the MCU, and really would drive home how important this movie is. The Deadpool franchise was immensely popular over at Fox, so I'm sure Marvel wants to do something special with it. And we've heard for a long time that Wolverine and Deadpool go on somewhat of a multiversal road trip, and I suspect now this is truly going to be recruiting a lot of these prime characters, or prime Avengers, all while encountering variants of almost any Marvel character imaginable. Now, the movie is still officially set to release on May the 3rd of next year, but that's very unlikely to happen. The actor strike seems to be wrapping up, and what we're hearing is it could restart production after the new year. Now, we do know about half the movie has been edited, so this is a weird production window. It makes it a little unclear exactly how much more time they need. I would not be surprised if Deadpool 3 is delayed till the end of 2024 or even early 2025, but this movie is important to Marvel. It's going to be a massive hit, and I think Marvel wants to get this in front of fans as soon as possible. Who these prime characters all end up being, well, we're going to have to wait and see.